What's up, Cassidy?
And I'm home, get the control into. I got my drink in my dutchie. I just
Hey,
need to think that I'm lucky. My link looking husky, big stones. It's on the kid home. Get the control and tell them that it's on.
what's up, Cass? How are you, sir?
How you doing? How you doing?
Listen, you know you a big deal. Anytime I left my Champagne Life song off today for us to come into two-step.
Nah,
So
I
cheers to
appreciate you for
you.
that. Nah, it was a perfect song for you though, because you got your drink and your two step, so it was perfect.
Yes, I definitely have to have it. It's the only way I can get through the craziness, get through the COVID, get through the craziness, the quarantine, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So talk to me. How have you been? How have you been making it right now with all the COVID situations, the quarantine? You good?
Yeah, I'm beautiful. I'm in the best shape of my life. I
Cool.
normally don't I normally don't let what's going on in the world affect me. So
Okay.
you can see me?
Yep, I can see you now. You're good. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Um,
normally don't let what's going on in the world affect my personal circle or try not to. So I've been not trying to be manipulated by the news and everything that's been going on to put fear in our heart. I just been staying focused and doing what I normally do, trying to get to it. So everything been going good for me.
that's fantastic. And you got to it because your single that I was listening to while waiting for you, I love it. Let's talk about your inspiration, your motivation for I'm proud to be Black, outside of the obvious, of course. But what was that that came to mind? All of the things that have been going on the front lines, or where were you with planning this song?
I just feel as though it was needed right now. It was a big song when it first dropped, when James Brown first hit us with it. And it was like a sad time, a time where a lot of people was depressed. But instead of coming out with a depressed type of song, he came up with an energetic type song to bring energy to the revolution, to make you be proud of what was going on and not be sad.
Right.
And I feel like that's how we should feel now, because it's a revolution. And a lot of people are just looking at the news and getting fear in their heart and they sad. But you should be happy now because a lot of things is changing and a lot of people was waking up. And the right people was realizing what was going on. So it's a it's a blessing. And I think, you should celebrate the fact that you melanated if you are more than ever. So that's the reason why I
Absolutely.
wanted to do a song like that.
All right. And I just redid the words because you said is I'm proud to be Black, and I was ready to put I'm Black and I'm proud all over it. I understand where you actually came from with that. I'm proud to be Black. So I don't
Well,
want
that's
to.
always what it's going to be because, that's what James Brown was saying. I'm Black and I'm proud. So it's already stamped. You're going to always have that in your head. But I just flipped it around. I'm proud to be Black.
And I mean, genius. That's all I can say. It's going to be timeless. Obviously, it'll be one of your pieces that you will be able to play ongoing. So I definitely commend you. I congratulate you for the fact that you were able to create that and get the love and support to be able to put that out. I have a little bit of it here that I am going to play for everybody so that you all can hear how amazing this song is. Let's go. Let's
Black
see.
lives, y'all say matter. Black lives, black lives.
Uh-oh. So I queued it up for us to be able to talk about it as you were going through it. And so I mean, as it relates to that song, any other songs you have right now that are as important as to the situations where we are today? I know you have
Um,
one other that you were talking to me about.
well, everybody got different moods. Nobody not in the same place at all times. So I do all different type of music. I don't try to do one type of style or go in one direction. So whatever comes to my mind at the time, that's the type of songs I try to do. So it's not a bunch of records in the same direction as Proud to Be Black, but I got deep records and feel records and records that I sampled and did over that might hit you hard the same way, but maybe not the same direction or the same concept. Like my new single, Lean on Me.
Yeah,
That's a
talk about it.
classic, that's a classic record. And I love that record. I always was in love with it. Ever since I heard it, it just was so special to me. So to
Okay.
be able to flip that record and do it over. And nowadays, that record is huge in like rehabs and things like that. Like people using that song to help them out. Like Lean on Me. Like if you about to relapse or you're about to use the drug again, lean on me. I never know when I'm gonna need somebody to lean on because I might be about to relapse. So that's like a big rehab song right now. And hip hop, it was a time when everybody was talking about selling drugs. Then it became popular for everybody to talk about using drugs. But regardless of the time, drugs was always involved. And a lot of people got addictions that's even past drugs that might not even be a drug, but they just addicted to something.
Correct.
And a lot of people try to like look down on people that might be addicted to something like dope or crack or you know what I mean, certain hard drugs. They might look down on them, but the same person looking down on them got an addiction themselves. So that's why I wanted to do the record and just spin it in a different perspective. And it's Lean on Me featuring Devin Culture. This the guy singing on the chorus. He an artist from Philly, from my
Okay.
city. And we got the same birthday too, July 7th. So we got a super connection. So it
The
was dope to bring
cancer.
the song together. Yeah.
The cancer that we just had to talk about. Let's see. Let me do a little bit better with this one and see if I can cue this up for you. And we can talk about it. Lean on Me is his next hot single. And I'm so happy that you came out with these new songs. I have, of course, been a fan. So I'm loving it.
When it gets cold, light always follows. My circle of particular circumference. I'm physically and mentally dependent on a particular substance. And that's the definition of addict. I gotta have it. I'd rather try to learn how to swag it than rehab it. Some guys gonna just get high till they see caskets. If shit get in their way and they high, they can see past it. The gases and cigars, large rose glasses. But Cass is not going to no double A classes.
I'm like, word, you're not going.
Nah, I ain't going.
I thought that was so hot. Like, I'm not going. And although we have had to have our own AA classes in some form or fashion, especially as we've had to sit in quarantine and have conversations with one another, do these Zoom calls, as you said, everybody hopping on and off IG. That's AA at this point, in whatever aspect of it. You have to get through it. And like you said, we're depending upon something. We're depending upon some sort of outreach, some sort of person, thing, what have you, substance, unfortunately, to lean on. And that's just a sign of the times. And I mean, you're right, it is timely. And obviously, another piece that you'll have forever. That is
Thank
good.
you, thank you,
I love
thank you.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
Um,
we released a video on World Star. It was a World Star hip hop premiere.
okay.
And it did over 1 million views in the first couple hours. I think
Oh,
now it's past 3 million views on World Star. So it's a beautiful look.
oh, okay. So you have shot the video for that one already.
Yeah, it's on World
Oh,
Star now.
okay. Okay, I'll check it out. I was just listening to, I thought I was privy to the information beforehand. So I was excited about just hearing the song, but I'll
Nah, the
check it
Lean
out.
on Me song is on all platforms.
Okay.
Apple Music is everywhere. It's on all platforms, and the video is on World Star. It's on YouTube and everything now too. But it
Okay.
was a World Star premiere, so it did millions and millions of views, even bigger than people that got machines behind them. That's you know what I'm saying. Some of the biggest artists in the world is trying to figure out ways to get them type of views on their records, and I'm just doing it from the muscle, so it feel good.
You're doing it organically. That's exactly the way it's supposed to happen. That's how it happens that way.
Yeah.
Authentic to who you are, organically growing it. Good. But I mean, you're not new to the game. So with that being said, people are just excited to see you back.
For sure.
So yeah, that's a good look. I will say that I wanted to talk about one of your old songs and play it. And then after I realized it, I was like, no, I don't think we'll go that direction. But Hotel, love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hotel, love it. That used to be, and that was the time when I was clubbing at least 2 times a weekend, and it was,
So it
it
bring
just
back memories. Then you already
oh
know
my
what it was doing. Then.
this song, and when I got ready to do my, my little drops for you, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was trying to cut it and I could only get like 6 seconds, 7 seconds of what I wanted to get. I was like, forget it. I can't put this up. I can't, I'm sorry. But I do love the song, but I just could
Thank you.
not
Thank you.
do it. But on a better note, you had new music to come out. And so that I was excited about, especially Navigation.
Thank you.
That
Thank you.
has been my favorite with all of the ones that I've been listening to. Separate and apart from I'm Proud to Be Black. I mean, that is what it is, and we love it. But Navigation, that's got a good vibe to it. That I like
Thank you.
that.
Navigation is a part of the batch of songs that I released that I produce. So I'm putting together a batch of songs and I'm calling it Bars and Beats.
Yeah,
So I'm releasing those songs, and these is the songs that I'm writing 100% of and producing 100% of them.
look at you.
So
I love
Navigation is one of them.
Okay, so with that, who would you feature on this if you were to add someone?
Um, I don't know. It's a hard record to get on. It's so lyrical and so deep. It'll be hard for somebody to, you know what I mean,
I mean,
jump in
it
that
could
type
be
of
done.
bag.
I just wanted to see who you would say because as I was listening to the words of it, I was just like, I got to find out. You will have done a remix in probably another 6 months, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll do one. I'm just curious to know who you would add to it.
I don't know yet. I ain't even think about it yet, but you're gonna have me thinking about it now.
Good. So you have to let me know. Let me
Yeah.
know because I'm excited about that. Are you doing anything with Rough Riders anymore?
Um, not as far as um business wise, but you
Okay.
know, that's my family. So we still connected. I'm still there for them whenever, you know what I mean, they need me, or vice versa. So we still connected, we still family and in communication, but I got my own production company and my own team that I'm trying to work and get together right now. So on the
Okay.
business side, we not connected.
Do you have any artists on your own at this point on your label? Do you have any?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And are they out or
Just,
are you just working on them?
yeah, Reggae Ratchet. That's one of my artists. Uh, she's on my last project that I dropped. It's called Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers is the last one of the last projects I dropped, and it was 14 records, and then for the next 14 days, I dropped the single every day, so it was 28 songs altogether.
So you
And
did a
she's on a
2 week.
lot of those records on that project, so that was the introduction, and people, started to hear her and got familiar with her. So we working on her project now, and we should be releasing the single real soon. I just want the project to be special, so we taking our time with it, but it's coming soon.
That's that.
I got Chubby Jag from South Central. He been down with the team. He running around. He releasing a lot of projects, doing a lot of work. I'm proud of him. He out there working. I got Crooklyn Beats. He like the main producer down with my team right now. He produced records like the Proud to Be Black and Leaning on the Lord and records like that.
Okay.
So um, he down with my team and we working. So, and I got a lot of other artists that I'm working with, Trophy, different people that's been coming to the table lately that I've been working with. So I'm excited.
And so when you say you all are working, in what aspect are you? I know with everyone still social distancing, is it difficult for you, or you all just going in the studio and just minding, the social distancing aspect of it, or how is it working for you?
Yeah, we lock in together. We a family, so we be
Okay.
locked in the studio together. You know what I'm saying? So um, we stay locked in. We stay locked in the studio. I stay working.
Okay.
I never met nobody that really put in as much time as me in the studio and go as hard as I go, or as long as a period of time as I do. So we stay locked in and we stay working. And I don't believe in necessarily social distancing from my family.
Okay.
I don't believe in social distancing, period. Like, human beings need other humans around them. You need human interaction. Like, that's how you get your energy and how you able to survive and stay healthy. A human that doesn't have any other contact with other humans normally dies. Like, you know what I mean? And it's a proven fact. So you need to be in contact with other humans. So them telling you to social distance yourself and then putting all of these things out to make you be in fear of touching other people is going to be bad for people. Staying in the house all of the time is going to be bad for people because you need outside fresh air, you need the sun. That's where we get all of our energy from, and that's how we stay healthy, from the sun. So if you stay in the house, you're not going to get no sunlight and you're not going to get no fresh air. So that's going to be an easy way for you to die too. So I don't believe in all of the things that they tell you to do, like social distancing, but it is what
It's
it is.
somewhat necessary at this point, and maybe not so much amongst those that we know are protected and have already, kind of cleared that situation. But I think that overall, the pandemic is the pandemic. And unfortunately, for those folks that may not be as conscious and as aware and as careful, they aren't able to do that, So then there are folks that have come in contact with people, and unfortunately.
Well, I know AIDS killed over 40 million people, and I know people in my family that then had AIDS before and got AIDS, and I never social distanced myself from them. I
I
still
think
go
that was
to them.
the transmitting of it. It's just different, like the way that you can actually contract AIDS versus the way that you can actually contract the actual COVID virus, right?
It's the same though.
It is not the same. You think? No way, no way. We are not getting AIDS the same way. The HIV as COVID.
I mean, it does. It passes. It gotta pass the same way through. It gotta pass through like bodily fluids, like either blood or cum or saliva, or it has to pass like that, the same way AIDS does. And once it's outside the body, it dies. So if somebody was to bleed that had AIDS and bled on the table, and then a half an hour later you come touch the blood, you're not gonna get AIDS.
You all have heard it. This is Cassidy. He's giving his take on our social distancing practices and whether or not we need to social distance. Obviously, he's grinding, so we know that you have different work ethics, right, sir? So we appreciate that. Cassidy in the building, guys. And we are talking about his new projects, which are on the table now. I'm Proud to Be Black. Navigation, which is the one that I was just talking about with him, which I love, love, love. And I am hoping that he will do a fire feature on that one and give us something to really rock to. And then we will discuss now how you're feeling about your time in the studio.
Sorry, is it? Sorry, is
Oh no, you're good. I was catching anyone up that needed to be brought to speed. And in the time that you have been doing what you do, were there any that you idolized growing up? I know you're ahead of your time. I know you have different perspective on a lot of things, but were there any icons that you just really, really got into when you were getting ready to do your music? Or just even growing up, things that you listen to?
Yeah, I just did a song called The Four Elements. That's a record that I produced too. And I'm giving people a breakdown of what hip hop is, what the culture is, the four elements, and I'm breaking it down. And in that song, I mentioned a lot of people that inspired me coming up into the game. I stop at the year 1996. So I talk about everything that happened, like, well, not everything, but a lot of things that happened before that until 96 when I start rapping. So
And those
it's a deep
icons were, you could just give us a couple, like 3.
Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Cool G Rap,
Yeah.
Scarface, Public Enemy,
Okay.
Roxanne Shante,
Okay. What's
um,
up?
Salt and Pepper, MC Light. I don't know if I said LL already. Kumo D. It's just too many to name. Two Live Crew.
You got it.
But not just only rappers though. I also was inspired by R&B artists. Like one of my first managers was William Hart, the lead singer of the Delphonics.
Okay.
That's like one of the biggest singing groups that ever came out of Philly, and that was my manager. So I was inspired by people like them too. Got to go on tour when I was little with the Stylistics. Like they close to my family, so they took me on tour. I was able to see that lifestyle when I was young, so I was inspired by them. So I take inspiration from a lot of people and try to incorporate it into what I do. Yeah. I'm not like super fanned out from one person though, because I don't just like everything that everybody do. But the things I like, I try to take and incorporate into my pot of soup to make me who I am.
Ahead of your time, and now that explains why, because you've had the OG influences to move you along, so you have that embedded in you as well, and you mixed it with what you know or what you desired as you were coming up. And you said by 96, of course, there were so many influences with that. I mean, we had gone through decades of amazingness, if that is even, to be able to cultivate what you put together, and that speaks to my club jams. I love them. I definitely am a fan, and I do appreciate the fact that you have created music, and even to the point of the new music, your new tracks still have those influences. Obviously, the sample with James Brown, Navigation's got a crazy, whoever did the track on that is crazy.
I did the track. I produced Navigation. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good for you, girl. That's a good look. Yes. Look, I'm gonna bug you about that one. Like, okay, what are we doing with this? Where are we going with this one? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Now, what was your favorite on that? Is that actually an album that you have put together, or is it just the EP that you're gonna call this one?
Well, the Navigation is just one of the singles that I released recently, and okay. But I'm releasing 2 projects real soon, and you know how on the intro of my albums before, like on my I'm a Hustler album and on my Bars album, on the intro I was battling myself. My first album was called Split Personality, to let people know that I was going to go in a bunch of different directions, do a lot of different types of music, and I was not always going to be the same. So on my second album, I'm a Hustler, I wanted to show people my split personality. So I got 2 of my personalities to battle each other. On my Bars album, which was my third album, I got the personality that won on the I'm a Hustler album and a new personality to battle on a Bars album. And those was both classic records, like went down in history. Nobody ever did that before, like battled themselves on the record before. It was historic. So now I'm dropping 2 projects, 2 full projects at the same time. And the projects is going to battle each other. And I want the fans to tell me which project they think won the battle.
And you came up with this, or you had a conference call and your marketing team came up with this and you just loved it?
Nah, this is an idea I came up with myself.
So let's take this back again. I just want you all to make certain that you got this, because you're right. I've never heard that before. So you created the album, and you recognize that because you were going to go all over the place, that you were going to, in essence, create 2 personalities, like an alter ego.
Yeah. Well, not 2. I got multiple personalities. But one of the first personalities I came to the table with was the Problem. That was like my alter ego. So I was Cassidy, just normal. And then they knew me as the Problem back then. So that was one of my personalities. And on the I'm a Hustler album, I'm the Hustler was born. Another one of my personalities. People call me the Hustler. So now the problem exists and the Hustler exists. So the Hustler and the problem battled each other, and the Hustler won. So then on the next album, Bars, Barry Adrian Reese story. That's my real name is Bars. So Bars is another one of my personalities that came. So now you got the problem, you got the Hustler, and you got Bars. So Bars and the Hustler battled on the album. So those was me showing different sides of me, different personalities that I got, but just showing you what they specialize in and letting them battle so the fans could decide who they feel as though is the best. And it's a thing that I wanted to show the world too. Everybody don't like the same thing and everybody don't prefer the same things or into the same stuff. So it could be a lot of people that think that the problem won that battle between the Hustler. And a lot of people think the Hustler won. It just depends on what type of person you is and what you like. So
The Hustler.
but it just took a lot of balls to be able to battle yourself, to be able to say things that another person would try to think of to try to expose you, but you're just saying it to yourself and not caring. It takes a lot to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
And that's the reason why I
Made
can't
that.
be, and that's the reason why I can't be beat in battle rap. Because the point is to affect the other person that you battling and prove that you capable of doing more things lyrically than the person that you battling. And I done battled myself and said some of the craziest things. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't got nothing to hide, no skeletons in the closet. So it's impossible for the person that I'm battling to like hurt me or affect me. But it's easy for me to do that to them. So that's why they're gonna always lose.
So with that being said, you know, the next question is going to be, would you do a versus battle?
Yeah, versus actually, I just put up a tweet, I think yesterday or well, recently, but I did a record called Face to Face in 2010. And on that record, Face to Face, I did a video and everything. You could watch the video, all of the people tuned in. But I'm talking about the industry getting more competitive. Everybody stop being so friendly, get more competitive, and everybody start going at each other. Not on no beef and stuff, but just being competitive. And imagine what that'd do to the industry. Imagine the type of money it'd bring to the industry, attention. And with people being competitive, it's going to force artists to do their best. So it's going to force them to make the best music possible, and it'd just be a better industry.
Right.
So I was talking about that in 2010. And a lot of the battles that I was saying in the industry I like to see is versus battles that's happening now, or versus battles that people saying that they want to see now. So I was talking this and I did a whole record about it in 2010. And now in 2020, it's actually happening. So that's the reason why I say I be prophesizing and I'm ahead of my time, because it takes a long time for people to catch up to what I see sometimes.
So who would you battle? Or you want us to put it, you want us to put it on the gram and do a whole campaign and see what they come back with?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I don't got no picks, but I would love to do it. I work so hard. I told it's some people that's been around for different periods of times, got different size catalogs and things like that. So that's important in making a versus battle. But I told people that I'm willing to battle anybody with just records that I did in 2020. Like we can pick 20 songs that I did in 2020 and we can battle. Not even all my old songs, all my classics, just records I did this year. I got enough records to battle anybody with my new records. So that's how hard I work. And I know I got so many classics and records that I put out that then shifted the culture so many times that it's gonna be hard to beat me in the verses.
I'm trying to think, like the whole time you talking, I'm like, okay, who? But okay, you're right. But you can't do it. Let me just say, you cannot do a versus battle and not do classics. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. You're going to have to bring out a few of them, okay? Especially the one we just came in on.
Drinking. Oh no, I'm gonna do all classics. I'm
drinking
just popping my shit, just letting people know that I got enough records that I could use all 2020 records, but I'm gonna definitely do all classics. I ain't using no new records.
We got to figure it out, guys. We got to figure out who. I mean, I already know you plugged in, so you definitely can make one
One
call,
of the
right?
people that people a lot of the one of the people that was going around was me and Freeway again, because we really battled before, like for real, and that's what set off a lot of the energy for battle rap now. Like a lot
Right.
of these battle leagues wouldn't exist if it wasn't for me and Freeway battle. So since we really battled and we from the same city and we did that so long ago and made history, it might be dope if we came together and did a versus battle to be able to battle again that way. He got a lot of hit records, and when we was battling, he was saying put on the beat. He wanted to do it on beat. So now this would be the opportunity for us to battle on beat like how he wanted to. And it's a story behind it. And we was willing to battle for real, for real. So I think that'd be the biggest verses, because a lot of dudes coming together, but it's all for publicity. It's all to get more streams and to get the attention and the likes. That's the reason why they doing it. But they're not really competitive at nature. They're not really willing to battle, because like when I said I did that record in 2010, they wasn't really willing to battle. But me and Free was. So I think if we came together and did a versus, it would mean a lot.
And you've had Meek on the battle also, Meek Mill. You've had him somewhere on the battle.
No, we didn't actually battle, but we went through a misunderstanding and did some songs back and forth at each other.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to do that. No,
I think
his style might be a little different.
not even the style. It's just he got a nice catalog, but I just was out a long time before me. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When I was running around and I had hit records, Meek ain't have no records out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So he came like a long time after me. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I dropped I'm a Hustler first. Then every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. That came out. And that dude put Meek on. So it's like my catalog is over a longer period of time. So I think that's the reason why I think Free would be better, because he got a longer career than Meek. He been around for a longer period of time. And I
Okay,
think that'd be important with versus battles.
you said it. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna put it up and get the numbers going so we can get you on a battle. I think it would be
And a
dope.
lot of people be mentioning punchline rappers, and I wouldn't mind doing that neither, like a Lloyd Banks or something like that. But when I think about the catalog of music, it's not the same as when you think about how they rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we done 20 songs and hit records, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if it would
I
be
was gonna say
as
I
good
don't
as
know that
people
you have
think.
that.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be as good as people think. So, and I don't want it to be a one-sided type of battle where we just playing all mixtape bar type of songs. Like I want to be able to do everything. Like I want to be able to do records like Get No Better. Hey, how you doing, ma? This your song, ma. Like I want to be able to do those type of records too, because I do a bunch of different type of stuff. So I want to be able to touch on all different types of stuff in my catalog, not just be in one direction with it.
Have you watched the battles so far?
Some of them, not all of them, because there's a lot of them, but I checked out some of them.
What was the one that you saw the best that you consider the best of what you've seen?
Um, I would have to say X and Snoop was a good one. And that's the more recent one. So, that's like the one that's right in your mind. They are pretty dope for their own reasons, but I think
Absolutely.
that was like one of the dopest ones. Like listening to their catalog, they both got crazy catalogs. I'm fans of both of them. Um, Kiss and Fabulous, that was a good one.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I was able to do records with both of them. You know what I'm saying? They both family. I did multiple records with both of them. So to see them up there, and actually Fab played one of my records that, you know what I mean, I put them on in the battle. I was signed to Rough Riders, and you know how DMX, the role that he played over there at Rough Riders, and then Snoop was on my first album. He even did records with me before my first album, the Big Business song. Snoop was on it. It was me, Snoop, Puff, Ron Osley, Jadakiss. But you know, so Snoop been showing me love since the beginning of time. So like, you know, it'd be deeper when I seen those battles because I got a relationship with those people,
Absolutely.
opposed to just seeing, you know, other artists that I might be fans of their music, but we don't really got no relationship.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, there's your navigation.
Yeah.
We just walked you through it. You can pick any one of those. It will be dope. Any
Yeah.
one of those. Yes. I'm with you though. I think that I'm a huge Jada fan. I mean, everybody watching probably like, oh gosh, there she goes again. But yes, I'm a huge Jada fan. But again, that was the time, you know, club times, the industry, that kind of thing. So I'm always like having a good time with that. But I do enjoy or I did enjoy the DMX and Snoop. I think that it was all love, the history behind everybody coming together, the story, just where people are in their lives right now, and just being able to just get together and celebrate and be happy. I mean, it was just good. That one, X and Snoop, it felt good. I mean, all of them do in their own way, like you say, in their own way, in their own right, and it felt good. But that one, yeah, it was good. Jada and Fab was funny. That one was hilarious because Jada was lit, but it was
For
good.
sure.
So yeah, we'll look forward to seeing what you are able to do if we can get you on a versus battle soon. And I mean, I think that you have amazing music here. You had awesome music in the day, and you have great mind, great strategy. You are definitely coping during the pandemic, sir, and we
Yeah.
applaud you for that.
You know, Swiss and Timberland, they run verses, and I could remember 20 years ago me being in Swiss Beats house and we getting a phone call, and it's Timberland, and he got somebody in the studio that's supposed to be nice, and they talking crazy. So me and Swiss jump in this van and we go drive over to Timberland studio, and I got one in one of the legendary battles that I had, and it was actually on camera and it was recorded, but I don't know what happened to the tape. I don't know what they did
Who
with
was
it.
it you were battling?
It was a kid that Timberland was trying to sign from Philly at the time.
Oh, okay.
And he was thinking about signing them and he was hyping them up. He thought he was so nice until I got to the studio and he seen what happened in that battle. And then I think he dropped the kid. But, you know,
Like,
those are the things that was happening. People just think you want to battle all of the time, but those battles be having effects on people's careers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's a
which is
part of the
why they're
grind.
so popular now. I mean, happy for X. I'm hoping that he will come back out with something new and rock out. And I mean, he's amazing too. So fire for sure. We appreciate your time, sir. We appreciate you spending time on Champagne and Conversations. I've got to find out why you didn't get your champagne.
I
You were
know,
supposed
right?
to pop the bottle with me. I don't understand.
I
But I
apologize.
will.
Next time them bottles popping open though.
Yes, yes, we're gonna make certain that we get it to you. And you'll have to let me know when you actually do receive it. And then if we get to the verses, then we'll do a part two to talk about the verses. And or if you put a remix to that navigation, we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. So definitely, I appreciate your time. I know you're busy. You're in and out of the studio, and we just wanted to kind of wrap it up with you on your new music. Give you your roses while you're still in great health, great energy, great spirit. Bad it, doing what you do, and we will get with you soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next time I'm gonna have my champagne. You don't smoke?
No, I don't smoke, but that's all right.
Well,
I'll just drink 2 glasses to your puff. I'll do 2 glasses.
and I just roll up 2 more for you.
Yes, we'll make sure that we get that. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I was really working hard to get that to you. Well, actually, it was this weekend, so we'll see what happens. We'll find out, and then the next time we'll be better prepared.
It's probably in traffic, but the next time we talk, I'll tell you how I enjoyed it. Thank
All
you
right.
again.
Awesome. You are so welcome. And thank you for taking time to have a conversation. Be well. Keep at it. Great energy, great spirit. And we'll talk again soon.
Hopefully. Thanks a
Yes.
lot.
All right.
Keep
Thank
holding
you.
it and being special. To the next time.
All right. See you,
Peace.
sir. All right.